Alright, as I play this video, I want y'all to ask yourselves, are we fighting to change the system, or are we fighting to save it?
Thank you all for being here. I know there's a lot of noise in the media going on with other stories, but I think that this is one of the most important stories happening right now today regarding our Justice Department. My name is Diana London. I'm the CEO of the Secret Weapon Agency, which is a crisis communication firm, and I'm also the CEO of a company called London Global Strategies. I am a member of the media as well. I'm a commentator on a few networks, and I also serve as an advisor for Giano's Institute and also another company called Promising People that is fighting to reduce the recidivism rate in this country and also to correct our criminal justice laws. As a woman who has worked in Congress on criminal justice reform, I deeply believe in law and order. I've worked alongside law enforcement. I've drafted policy to reduce violent crime. I've seen what accountability should look like. But I also know the legal system without integrity is no justice at all. When we get it wrong, when our courts fail the people they're meant to protect, we don't just ruin lives, we erode trust in the rule of law itself. That's why I'm speaking out today for Daystar Peterson, better known to the world as Tory Lanez. This isn't about fame. It isn't about celebrity. It's about fairness. Tory Lanez doesn't want special treatment. He's demanding equal treatment. And if we Americans still believe in a system where guilty must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, then we must admit this case raises serious concerns. Because the truth is, Tory Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence for a crime that evidence, which laid out here today, overwhelmingly suggests he did not commit. Let's go back to the night in question, just like Giano was just talking about in the attorneys. As the attorneys laid out here today, the prosecution failed to produce a single shred of forensic evidence tying Tory to the actual gun. His fingerprints weren't on it. His DNA was later found to be 100% nearly excluded from the gun, as shown in the worksheet that was provided to the defense late on the eve of the actual trial, after making a request for that very document. After trial, looking at this evidence, there is a 0.01% chance Tory's DNA was on the firearm. That's a difficult statistic to equate with the story as told by the prosecution, which may be why this was not present in trial. In fact, there were 3 people that night at the scene who tested positive for gunshot residues. One of those was Kelsey Harris, as Giano mentioned, the assistant to Megan Pete. According to multiple sworn testaments that you've heard today, including one from the bodyguard and driver with Harris on the 2 days of the trial, Harris admitted to firing the weapon during an emotional outburst. Tory intervened to de-escalate, not to harm. It is important to note, the police did not fingerprint anyone else who had gunshot residue on them that night, only Tory. Why? Even more troubling, the investigation itself was a disaster. Bullet fragments disappeared, the gun's serial number was sealed, a move that blocked the defense from investigating ownership. Police failed to follow standard procedures. Why? Didn't mark shell casings on the road, and didn't test others involved that night with DNA. This wasn't justice. It was a rush to judgment. Worse still, the prosecution knew the case was thin. So what did they do? They tacked on gun enhancements, just like they spoke about. The charges, these gun enhancements are meant for gang shootouts and armed robberies to inflate the charges and turn a flimsy accusation into a decade-long prison sentence. Enhancements are a powerful tool against violent offenders, but using them in a case with no forensic evidence, murky testimony, and the defendant with no criminal history, that's very important to point out. He had no criminal history. That's not justice. That's a political stunt. Let's be blunt. This prosecution had everything to do with headlines and very little to do with truth. It was about symbolism, not substance. And that should concern every single one of you here today and in this country. Because when the facts take a back seat to identity, when due process is sacrificed for public spectacle, we all lose. Just yesterday, a Los Angeles court ruled the Menendez brothers, who brutally murdered their parents, are now eligible for parole after serving 35 years. They admitted to the crime. Tory Lanez, who killed no one and has still remained his innocent today, whose case is riddled with inconsistency.
All right, just listening in there to this out of Los Angeles as we're continuing to follow.
All right. I noticed that it had the little clip of the Diddy trial over there on the same screen as well. Was that like a distraction or something? I just not noticed that. It's crazy. But this system was not the reason. This system has always been corrupted. And the reason it has always been corrupted is because it was designed to be corruptible. When they created this system, it was not for the people. It was not about doing right by the people. This system was created so that they can manipulate the people while maintaining their power, control, and their wealth. That's what this system was designed to do. It's called the Matrix. There is no saving it. So this clip that I just played is an attempt to save this system, because you can't change this system without destroying it. As long as the system exists, it is corruptible. It was designed to be corrupted. Are y'all following me? So everything she is doing, most of the stuff that they got showing you in this media, is people's attempts to save the system. The only way you can change the system, as I said, is to destroy it. And the only way you're going to be able to destroy it is if the people take back their power. How do they do that? They do that by separating from this system. Stop supporting this system, because the people that maintain this system are the people with money and power. If you continue to feed them what they use to maintain this system, it's never going to go away. It's going to always remain. You'll be saving the system because they'll dress it up and make it seem like they're going to do right. But the system was designed to be corruptible. When I tell people we need to separate, that is a necessary step in order to bring about change. Because so many of us are damaged mentally. Our mindsets, our ability to live together in peace and positivity is impossible until we take the time to heal, reflect. And the only way you're going to do that is to find a place of peace. The only way you're going to possibly be able to find a place of peace is to separate from this matrix, because it's designed to keep you in a state of panic, worry. It's designed to keep you fighting each other, blaming everybody else for your problems except for your leadership. And then your leadership turn around and say, it ain't my fault, it's your fault. Blame yourself for the situation you in. All that is manipulation tactics. We are an extension of our leadership. If the men are leading the household, the men are the leaders, the females are an extension of their leadership, meaning that woman is a reflection of that leader. So a man cannot, I don't want to get off topic because I'm thinking about something else. You have to separate into individual communities based on people that you can get along with and go from there, because you need that peace of mind. You need that time to be able to reflect about your problems within in order to be able to create better. And your children that you are having and raising need that environment too, because they don't need to be dealing with your baggage as they're trying to grow and develop. They don't need you corrupting their spirit. And so we must find a place of peace, and the only way we're going to do that is to separate from this matrix. Reclaim your power as the people. Stop depending on the system to provide you with everything when you know all they do is poison everything that they give you. You know that they don't care nothing about you. And when you accept this stuff that they're giving you, the system is not for you, and you have to separate. It's not for your kids. It's not in the best interest of your legacy. It's not in the best interest of the future, period. Because it's a self-destructive system. It's going to destroy itself at some point in time. A new one must be created. And the only way you're going to do that is by separating into your own individual communities. Basically going back, taking from the past what worked, recognizing what didn't work, and using our knowledge of today to create a better system. What worked in the past was when the communities was much smaller. They had their leaders. Everybody, the communities were small enough for everybody to know each other and care about each other's growth and development, depending on each other for the best interest of the community. So when their leaders when they chose their leaders, they knew that leader personally. That leader knew them personally. They chose that leader because they knew that that leader cared about them, not because somebody told them that's their leader, or because they are in the position of power over you. That's not leadership. Those are your bosses. As I seen a recent video of Charleston White speaking on the difference between leaderships and bosses. He explained it perfectly. But you have to, once you lose your leadership, you are no longer in control of your life, right? When these communities, when the leaders of these communities was corrupted and pulled in to that system, it forced them to turn against you, the people, because they became corrupted. That system forced them to maintain their corruption. Otherwise, it would have destroyed them. And the people were not there to back them up because they left the people. Or they was killed and replaced through slavery. I mean, it goes deep, but look, you cannot create change you cannot change this system without destroying it. You have to destroy it and create a new. Anything else, you're just trying to save it. And if you save this system, it's just going to continue going down the same path it has been going for centuries. It's designed to be corrupted.